to step in for his father. What do you think the public feel about it?
I think we're never too far down the line. I think the public is perfectly capable of changing its opinion about people. I think if Harry showed remorse, if he showed himself dedicated to the royal family, if there was obvious signs of reconciliation, I think all that could go towards putting Harry on a different footing in terms of how the public view him.
Yeah, I think.
How very interesting. How very interesting. If Harry shows remorse. Remorse for what? Harry, I don't see how Harry goes back into this because they don't get it and they have learned nothing. And it would be just chapter 2 of the same BS, right? And, it's like Meet the Phockers, honestly. The Phockers. I didn't see that movie. I know that Gwyneth Paltrow was in that movie, and so was Robert De Niro, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I've always loved that title, Meet the Phockers, with a Phockers. This guy wrote a book. I remember him, Valentine Low. Valentine Low, how low can you go, baby? I remember when he wrote the book um, back in around the time of the COVID. So, around 2020, something like that. Or maybe it was later, January 2023. No, it's not possible. He wrote The Courtiers, Intrigue, Ambition, and the Power Players Behind the House of Windsor. And I believe in that book, he did not exactly um, sing the praises of the Duchess of Sussex and Harry. Okay. And, in fact, I think that's where the bullying lies that they cast upon the Duchess of Sussex. That's where it all came out, right? And so now that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have left and they're doing well and they're doing very well and they're doing exceptionally well, now they want a piece of it. That's all it is. They want a piece, right? So now they're giving Harry carrots, but at the same time, this guy, Valentine Low, is continuing to say that, Harry, but not Meghan.
Olympic style games for injured servicemen, and that he nicked that idea.
You see?
And it became the Invictus Games in a way.
They see that the Invictus
Greatest achievement, but in that weekend, he might have had the idea buzzing around in his head, the back of his head, but he saw these games. He was incredibly impressed, and said to his team by the end of the weekend, "I'm going to do this." And then he made a speech. So in public, he said, "I'm going to do this. We're going to take it to London. We're going to do it next year." And his team were kind of reeling because they thought, what are we going to do within the next 12 months? What he's talking about. But driven by Harry's energy and vision and enthusiasm, they achieved the impossible.
So seeing as Harry's raised this idea that you might come back, we've discussed about the 2020 Sandringham Agreement where a hybrid rule, as you say, with the Queen.
So so the Invictus Games, as I have said, or not the Invictus Games on their own, but certainly the very last Invictus Game appearance in Whistler, Canada 2 weeks ago that Harry and Meghan just completed, as I said, has been catalytic. I mean, it has just, I said that just in the previous video, there's a shift. There's a clear shift. They can do nothing but respect Harry and Meghan. Harry in particular for his achievement with these games. And now they're trying to piggyback on it and cast themselves into the narrative to say, I was there when he created these games. I know where he created these games. Oh, da 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 da. I'm a part of this success. He's not saying it expressly, but he's implying that somehow Harry's success with the Invictus Games, he's somehow a part of it. He's in it. He's roped up in it. He's trying to, get onto Harry's coattails and ride that and, I guess, get his second book by enticing Harry with his words, his overtures to come back into the fold because they need a second book. He needs a second book. Now, the thing is that I hope Harry does not fall for it because as you listen to this man, and well, both of these men, you realize that they just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get why Harry left, right? And they don't get that the reason that he left continues to resonate.
See the unhappiness. It was there. It was there. If you're in on the inside, it was there, plain to see. About 12 months before Brexit, the famous occasion when Harry and Meghan went to the Albert Hall and she was feeling suicidal.
Right? They don't get why Harry left. Harry left because of your lack of respect for his wife. He's not going to tolerate his wife being disrespected, right? And so this guy continuing to say later on in the video that he doesn't see Meghan coming back, but Harry can come back if he shows remorse. I mean, if Harry walks back into that experience, then I give up. I really do, because then don't leave in the first place because nothing has been achieved. If that's what this man is saying.
What about Meghan then? So Harry has been back on his own several times without Meghan. Could there be a role back? Could there be a role for the Duchess of Sussex, or has too much happened? I know you touched very heavily in Courtiers about the bullying allegations. I'll say there are new staff now. There are long memories. Could there be a way if Harry did, open up a little avenue there? Could you ever see Meghan coming back and wanting to do any royal duty?
I think it's vanishingly unlikely. I mean, she's made it clear what she thinks of the institution. She's not coming back. Her focus is 100% on the United States.
So how do you get off speaking for Meghan? You don't know anything about what Meghan thinks, right? And what her intentions are. I mean, I hope you're right in the sense that she would not come back into this cesspool. Frankly, this is a cesspool, because if you're continuing to say what you're saying, sir, then it means that it's still a mess. It's a frickin' mess. And she would be coming back and picking up where y'all left off with her, because she has made it clear about what she thinks about the institution. What about y'all? What about y'all and how you made her feel about what you think about her and your lies about her bullying people? That has not been taken back. That you have shown no remorse, no contrition, no even comprehension of why these two people left. And you have the audacity to be sitting there like you're some kind of expert on Meet the Phockers, really, that about Harry and Meghan and what their intentions and future plans are. You don't know anything about what Harry and Meghan's future plans are. You're an opportunist looking for opportunities for your next book. That's all this is.
And what was amazing that on the day their engagement was announced, she gave that interview on a television interview.
She is the cat's mother. The Duchess of Sussex gave an interview. You frickin' frick frap. Okay? Listen. I can't. This is Meet the Phockers. I didn't see that movie. I can hear. I have this one troll who keeps coming onto my YouTube channel. I can hear exactly what she's going to say with this. I did not see Meet the Phockers, but he seems to epitomize to me a Phocker with a PH. Well, really, it's more harsh. But because I'm so sweet and nice and like I just don't like to say bad things, I'm giving him the PHOCK, right? He is a Phocker, you Phocker, you Phocker.